What's good with my 3P family, man? Welcome back to the channel. You already know the vibes. Dab me up. Appreciate you. Today we're gonna talk about how you can stop letting your job stress you out. I'm definitely dealing with that, and I can tell you a couple of things that I am doing. Number one, here's what we gotta understand. Don't let these jobs stress you out and knock you out your position of your income. Sometimes jobs do these weird antics where they test you to see if you gonna lash out or whatever. I don't be knowing. Like, I be feeling like everything is a test now. And it's all about how you carry yourself. Because you don't want to lash out, then they turn around and be like, oh, well, she has attitude problems. He has attitude problems. He doesn't know how to control himself. Like, they'll try to flip the script on you after all these trials and tests and challenges they've been putting you through. Trying to, like, it's kind of like Josh trying to nitpick you because they're trying to weed out people. That's the point. So, don't let these jobs trick you out your spot. Because at the end of the day, everybody need this money. We stacking, we trying to grind and stack money for better things in our life. But that's just one. Like, don't, because I have to talk to myself sometimes and put my mind back into perspective again, and realign myself. I told y'all about that. I have to do these things daily because it's been plenty of times where my job would try to do like these, I'm telling you, these antics. It'd be weird. Like, say for instance, you getting done with your work, it's time for you to clock out. Like, for me, since I come in early, I had an instant, let's just talk about it. I had an instant where I came in early, I got my work done. So that means I could kind of leave early or stay to my designated time and dip. Well, my designated time was coming up. They turned around and was like, can you go help such and such? I said, all right. So then I go over there to go help. None of the stuff is done, as if this person never touched the pallets or unwrapped and did the picks. And I'm looking at this pallet like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna be doing this today. It's time for me to go anyway. And it look like they've been BSing all day. Yet, I'm gonna have to come over here. Out of all 17 of us on this shift, I gotta come over here? Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. But it's just little tests like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them trick you out your spot. Number two, I feel all of this that you're stressed about, we have to define why you're stressed. Is it the job that you're stressed about, or are you dealing with things at home that's leading into your job? Where that's what we're gonna talk about. If it's stuff that's going on at home that's leading into your workspace, we need to figure out a way to start leaving the at-home problems be at home. We gotta leave all that stress at the door. As far as that, like, if that's what the stress is, we have to leave all that at the door. Because when it leads into your work ethic starts to fall off. You know, your attitude at work changes. And that goes hand in hand with like behavioral things. You want to try to define what is stressing you out. And if it is at home, leave that at the door. We got to, because at the end of the day, you easily replaced, and your actions have consequences to them. Every action has a consequence, okay? Now, if the stress relies at the job, this is a hard one. But some things that I'm doing, it's all about the mind. It's all about the mental game, okay? Some things that I do is I bring things on my break that'll take my mind off it. everybody and everything. Some of these things may be different for you, but let's just say it. Let's just talk about me. Usually what I bring is this backpack. I bring this backpack, okay? And this has most of my camera, SD cards in it. So sometimes I sit and I come up with video ideas. You know, that takes my mind off of things. I come up with things to talk about. Sometimes I bring a coloring book. I know that sounds corny, but I bring a coloring book and just color in the mug. Like, bring colored pencils, and then, because I like drawing. So I bring a coloring book, or I just bring a notepad and start drawing. Because one thing I can't let y'all do is go to work and be in a bad mind frame about things. Like, you're already an overthinker. I already know half of you are. So that's bad enough. But then when you add on stress from home, then you add on stress at work, like, that's a bad combo. So you want to try to shift your mind and take your mind off of these things for the moment, because at the end of the day, you got to look at the destination, like I've been saying. Because that's what's been keeping me motivated even through all of this. It's just seeing the bigger picture of what I want in life. And just seeing how, for my journey, how it's playing out. I can only imagine if you do what I'm doing and just, you know, sometimes you got to put your pride to the side, and sometimes you got to realign yourself and lock in. Things will change for you. But I also know how these jobs work, where they do a little too much. They do. Because I don't know if I told y'all, but I had an incident. I don't want to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it. I had a situation for me where I got called into the office due to a coworker pretty much lying. He ended up getting fired, okay, right? And his rebuttal was on why he got fired is because when I came to help, I didn't put stuff in the right direction. Okay, cool. You're going to have coworkers that's like this as well. Good thing my job knows that I am a great worker, which is why I'm in one of the forklift lead positions, okay? So it's why I'm in a lead position now. But it's funny because I had to come help you because you were the reason why nobody else could leave. It's because your work wasn't done. So I had to come help downstack and help you. I did my part. You still had to do the other freight to put up. That's not my job. You didn't get it done. Nobody could leave until like 6:30. Keep in mind, I just told y'all that I have another job that I have to be at 8:30. Not only that, I still have to film for the channel when I get off. So I was an unhappy camper. But you're gonna have people like that. That's another stress that you got to deal with. Coworkers that want to try to knock you off, in a sense. And again, you're gonna have to you got to reprogram. That's really what it is. And it takes a long time for that to happen. It does. It takes a while, because there's days you're gonna walk in pissed off. You know, not only work making you mad, but at home stuff is happening to making you mad. You got to reprogram. There's not really much I can say upon that, but that's what I think you could do to relieve some stress. Number one, I bring something for me to take my mind off of things. Number two, you got to realign your mind and reprogram your mind, which is going to come with you bringing stuff. It'll take your mind off things. All that stress you got at home, leave it at the door. If it's at work, in my opinion, I don't talk to HR. HR, I feel like y'all are in cahoots with all of them anyway, so I don't talk to HR. But when it comes to work, you have to look at the bigger picture of why you're working. That's what I did every day. I looked at the bigger picture. All right, bro, you know they're going to pay for your school. You know this job going to pay for your school. They're giving you money. You know that you're going to get paid every week. You know you can put up money to the side to get out this debt. Like, them was things that I was telling myself in my mind while working, because I was going through all of that. I'm dealing with coworkers that got smart mouths. I'm ready to beat them up. I'm dealing with bosses that keep throwing more work on me because they coworkers can't seem to get their work done. But since you're a good worker, they feel you're capable. No, it's not what we doing. And if I'm gonna be doing leadership work, helping people, guiding them, training them, then I need a pay raise. They don't want to do that. It's crazy. But yeah, you want me to do and help everybody around here. I have no problem being a team player, but it becomes not a team player when I'm doing all of the work. And I'm working with people that are lackadaisical.